Hello everyone! It's me, Grandad Jack, the king of the baby ballet castle in the sky, which is where I am now. I'm here today to tell you a story. Tell me, do you like stories? Oh dear, I think I'm going a bit deaf. I said, do you like stories? Oh! I definitely heard you that time. You do like stories, oh I am glad. Welcome to my story time. I'm so glad that you could come. It's wonderful to see you here. We're going to have so much fun. But it's no good me just sitting here. You know just what to do. Snuggle down into your beds. I've a story here for you. This story is called Chuck's Wild West Quest. It was an exciting day in the castle in the sky because Chuck was going to take me to one of his favourite places, the Wild West. Yee-haw! We put on our cowboy boots and hats and packed some water and a picnic in a bag and jumped on a train to take us to the Wild West. When we arrived, Chuck took us to find some horses. Well, I had never ridden a horse before, so Chuck taught me how. He showed me how to climb onto the saddle, how to trot and canter and gallop. He was such a good teacher that by the time we had finished, I could even jump over the fence. After that, Chuck took me to the Milkshake Tavern to get a drink. However, there was a big problem when we got there because the tavern had completely run out of milk. You see, all the cows had escaped from the fields, so they couldn't make any milkshakes. Well, Chuck stood up, pulled his hat down on his head, and made a promise to find and return the cows. We headed off to the fields where the cows should be, and sure enough, they were missing. I followed Chuck as he galloped around the field. Do you know what we found, little stars? We found a hole in the fence. That's how the cows had escaped. Chuck noticed the marks that the cows' hooves had made in the mud, and we followed them through a wide meadow and through a gap between two hills called a canyon. When we had gone through the canyon, we came to a river, and can you guess what we found at the river? That's right, we found the cows! Hooray! Chuck was magnificent. He jumped off his horse, pointed his toes, and then galloped with the cows as he led them through the canyon, across the wide meadow, and with a hop, skip, and a jump, they were back in their field. He even managed to fix the fence so they wouldn't escape again. We headed back to the Milkshake Tavern, and Chuck tipped his hat, put his hand on the counter, and said, "Milkshake, please." And sure enough, a chocolate milkshake came sliding down the counter, and Chuck caught it with his hand. Everyone was so happy that the cows had been returned, and it was all thanks to Chuck. Well, after all the excitement of our time in the Wild West, we couldn't stop yawning. So we got our pajamas on, brushed our teeth, and settled down to listen to the baby ballet lullaby. Oh. Whilst we snuggled in our beds, closed our eyes, and drifted off to sleep, we dreamt of all the baby ballet fun we would have tomorrow. Oh, now, wasn't that a wonderful story, boys and girls? And I hope your grown-ups loved it too. But Now my story is over. And excuse me, I'm so tired too. I'll see you again soon, baby ballet stars. But for now, it's time for me to say goodbye from here in the baby ballet castle in the sky. So close your eyes and snuggle down tight. All of you, a magical good night.
It's the end of our baby ballet class. We're all very tired, but we know that this will pass. It's the end of the day at the baby ballet class. We wave goodbye again and curtsy as we